Alright, so we've been working on addition and subtraction the last couple of days, which has its own set of patterns that you work with. Now we need to do a brain switch to go to multiplication and division that has their own set of patterns. So when you have a multiplication or division a multiplication or division problem, and the two signs agree, meaning you have -2 times a -2, they're both negative, so they agree, they're going to make a positive answer. Same with if you had +2 times +2. They're both positives, so they're going to make a positive answer. Same thing goes with if it was a division sign. The other situation you'll have is if the two signs don't agree. So you have one negative and one positive. So -4 times +2. You're going to get a negative answer and just do the multiplication. So -4 times 2 is going to be -8. And because multiplication is commutative, you can then have the negative in the second position. So if it was +2 times -4, it's still going to be a -8. So now I want to move on to some examples using our IXL. So we've got -5 times 3 times a +3. So using the rules I just talked about, their signs disagree, so it's going to be a negative answer. And then you just do 5 times 3, which is 15. So I also want to do some of the visual models for those visual learners. So we know that multiplication means groups of something. So we've got 3 groups of -5. So I'm going to draw 3 circles. So these are our 3 groups. And in each group, we have 5 negatives. These aren't the prettiest looking things, but you get the point. So total, so we've got 3 groups of -5. So in total, we've got 15 negatives. There's also the number line position. Pretty straight line, right? So if we've got start at 0, we go back -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, do a jump. So that's once. Do 5 more. That's our second group. And there's our third group. And I know I did 5, 10, 15. So we're at -15. So that's 3 different ways to go about this problem. Clear that off of there. Alright, submit. So this is division. We've got 2 signs that agree, so it's going to be a positive. So we know we're going to have a positive answer. So we can just do 12 divided by 3, which is 4, because 3 times 4 is 12. So in conclusion, if you have 2 negatives, you're multiplying or dividing them, you're going to get a positive answer. If you have 2 positives, multiplying and dividing them, you're going to get a positive answer. And if you have 1 positive, 1 negative, multiplying or dividing, you're going to get a negative answer.